Are we up? And are we running? Okay, and freaking headphone. Ugh, I swear, sometimes I hate just when I get up and then my headphones just start messing with me. Get that yank effect. Spook me a little. Okay, from the look of it, we are running. Okay, so anyways, on that note, I think we can get started. Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 10 of MH3U. Last time, we hunted an Agnaktor, we hunted a Zinogre, we hunted a Nargacuga, and we also hunted a Sandbarioth, as well as a Steel Urigan. So without further ado, let's get going. So anyways, off camera, I decided to do a little hunting, and I obtained the Bombardier Scroll. So basically, okay, 7 live slime attack. Okay, I decided to give Kayemba just Bombardier and slime attack, and Cha-Cha is just... Why did I make it where Cha-Cha had the 7 lives? But anyways, I was experimenting with another life, with another mask. Okay, yeah, there it is, basically. Slime attack and Bombardier. Now, the reason I put the lamp mask on Cha-Cha is because it actually increases his attack, and I was trying to level it up. But you know what? After doing some thinking, Acorn Mask is just too... It's too iconic. So anyways, let's replace this with Bombardier. That way, Cha-Cha is doing even more damage. Okay, so anyways, let's get going. Sorry if I seem a little out of it. It's been a stressful week for me. Just a lot of hustle and bustle. But, with that said, let's go after, not that one. Okay, we'll go after the Glacial Agnaktor first. You know what? We'll start off with another Agnaktor. First off, we have to get the right items. Yeah, here I am. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to hunt the Glacial Agnaktor. I don't like hunting Agnaktors. I'm just starting things off with basically an Agnaktor hunt. Okay. Drinks. And I just realized I forgot to cook up more steaks off camera. I keep on forgetting to do that. Okay, let's give ourselves a boost because our armor, I believe it's weaker to ice. Okay, status. Yep. Okay, we have some bonus for ice. Good. Might as well get the more stressful hunt out of the way with. Yeah, because what's better than fighting an Agnaktor but fighting an icy Agnaktor? Yeah, mainly enough, I'm a little nervous about this hunt. Because the Glacial Agnaktor has always been a wall for me. Okay, maybe it would help if I went to the right area. Okay, there it is. Oh, come on, no! Cha-Cha, help! I'm kind of pissed because I could have gotten a good attack off there. Yeah! Okay, come on. Come on, stand still! Okay, that was my fault right there. No, no, come on, come on, come on. Okay, at least now we can heal. Okay, at least we got some good licks in. And Cha-Cha's alone with the beast. Come on, no! I promise you, I am not trying to suck this badly on purpose. Let me move away. Did I mention I'm not a fan of the Glacial Agnaktor? Because basically this thing is never vulnerable. Okay, where are you? Okay, I am so sorry that I am off my game right now. All the freaking twists and turns in this area. Okay, there. Yeah, how you like that? I almost became a sacrificial lamb for a Popo. Just the range on this thing. Okay, at least it's hungry. Oh, okay. Come on, why is that the real back? Yeah, how you like that? Okay, where is my... Okay, there's the hot drink. Okay, where are you going? Okay, the upper area. Okay, let's sharpen up. Just in case. I hope we're doing some damage to it. Like I've said, just one thing I like about the newer Monster Hunter games is how you can see just the damage count. Oh great, okay, Jade Barhuth has come! It's like bigger Jaws! It's like Jaws coming in to fight bigger Jaws! Or in our case, just two enemies teaming up. Go, 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 get out, get out, get out. Oh, nice. Yeah! Yeah, I was just trying to look around to see if there was if there was a Gigi nest around. Okay, almost dead. Yeah! Man, this fight has really turned around. Here I'm thinking we're doing absolutely nothing to it, and then all of a sudden, just bang! And for once, a Bolt Bango actually helps. Yeah! Considering the setbacks that we had during that quest, I think we did pretty well. Yeah, nothing like defeating a monster and then using that last minute to fight another one. You know you're invincible, so you can just rock it. Okay, take all that. Lazarite Jewel and all that other stuff. Ugh, once again, I am so sorry if I sound out of it. This is what stress combined with a lack of sleep combined with a migraine headache earlier today just does to me. You know, losing to that monster again and again really stuck in my craw, but I guess some good came of it. In the end, the only beast I couldn't beat was the Ivory Lagiacrus. Not a bad nemesis as far as nemesises go. Once I retired, I channeled all that energy into running this place. Always look on the bright side, my ancestor said. Okay, let's see what we've got next. Okay, Black Diablos. Yeah, we'll do that next, but first things first, let's go and turn our stuff and see that armor for Glacial Agnaktors. But just that combo, I can't get over it. It was just so beautiful. And there's a dog in my neighborhood barking. Huzzah! Okay. Okay. Guard up, and Sharpener. So basically a defensive version of the Agnaktor armor. Okay, grab that. To be honest, I'm actually a little nervous about fighting the Black Diablos. Because basically, she's like your standard Diablos, but more aggressive. Okay, we're all good there. Okay, let's go. Though if we could fight with, though if we could I cannot speak. If we were able to take on that Glacial Agnaktor, then I think that we could do a pretty decent job with the Black Diablos. Black Diablos has a weakness to ice, so if you're looking to go elemental, that's your best route. The reason why I remember that so clearly is because back in the day, I actually made an ice Baroth set just to deal with the Black Diablos, because it was giving me such a hard time. Plus, I thought that the armor set looked pretty cool. So I was like, hey, might as well, you know? I think it may be starting off in Area 4. Okay, there she is. Okay. Okay. That's not hurting too bad. I was not in range of that tail. You saw, you saw. Smack, smack, smack. I love how basically the Diablos just gets a power level by basically menstruating. By being in heat. Just the power level. Now we need the power of Pirelli disease, Deviljho. When the Deviljho gets Pirelli's disease, it gains a whole nother power level. You see, it feels inadequate, and that inadequacy makes it even stronger. Okay, that was horrible. I thought she was gonna go to Area 9. Yeah! Okay, she went off to Area 10. Okay, let's first do a sharpen. Wait, where is she going? Okay, put the sword away, put the sword away. Okay, let's heal up. Thank you, Cha-Cha. It's kind of odd how the Black Diablos has been staying out of the desert. But hey, I'm not complaining. Oh, come on! It's 2 rounds! There's principle behind it, darn it! Okay, that was my fault. That was my error right there. Yeah, of course she has to constantly go around the arena. Back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. Huh, she's almost dead. Oh, come on, that was so close. Okay, hopefully she goes to sleep and then we can just finish her off. But first things first, let's sharpen. Freaking Jaggies! I could have gotten a good tail cut. But no, they had to hit the monster. I swear these Jaggies! Yeah, good! You better die, Jaggy! But really, what is it with these little monsters and waking up the big ones? There! Thankfully, the Black Diablos does not have any tail or horn items that are exclusive to it. So if you're looking for those parts, you're better off hunting a regular Diablos. And a Wyvern Stone, nice! I have to say, that went surprisingly well.
Hey there, Hunter. Got a second? I was checking up on things in the Mogul Woods when I came across the Black Diablos. You should make it a habit to check the local forecast before heading into those woods at night.
Okay, let's turn those items. Okay, nice. Thank you, Cha-Cha. And what you have, Kayemba? Okay, is that cactus flower? Yep, okay. Okay, Diablos Helm U. Basically gives you hearing, stamina drain, and KO. So it's a little bit more of a hammer build than a greatsword build. But still, as far as greatsword armor is concerned, you can't go wrong with a good Diablo set. Seriously, this set has been so much fun to use. Okay. Okay, yep, Misty Peaks, just wanted to verify. Okay. Yeah, I think this would be best. Okay, we're almost stocked. Okay, can we get some good material? Okay, at least we're getting one charm out of it. Okay, a little disappointing, but hey, you can't win them all. Okay, at least we got a hit off. Come on, I pressed the button. Oh, so close. Ah. Ah, son of a gun! Thought she was gonna land. And guess who's here? He's here, that's right. Azure Rathalos himself. Okay, that was hardly my fault. Again, Azure Rathalos just coming out of nowhere. Okay, but at the very least, we did some good damage on the Pink Rathian. And remember, because there are two monsters on the field, they have reduced HP. So if these sort of quests ever feel daunting, just remember, focus on one monster at a time. In this case, we'll want to focus on the Pink Rathian because she was our first. But frankly, if it wasn't for that flinch, we would still be in the fight. But hey, if push comes to shove, we can always just back out of the quest and then just come back in. Sure, we'll lose our charm, but hey, sometimes when it comes to resources, you have to take the sacrifice. You have to take that hit. And also, don't forget that the monsters can hurt each other. Oh crap, crap, crap. Oh, come on, no! Okay, at least they were nice enough to knock me back into the next area. Seriously, why? Why you gotta follow each other around? Oh, come on. No, the grass! I can't believe I got out of there. I don't know how I got out of there. It was by the grace of God that I got out of there. Watch how they're going to the same place. You watch. They're going to go to the same place. I thought you left the area! Okay, she's almost dead. Good. Okay, thank you, Cha-Cha, though that was a little redundant. Okay, if we can take her out here, that would be good. One down, one to go. And nice! We actually managed to get the rarest drop off of her. Okay, let's just go and take out the other one now. Yeah, with the Pink Rathian no longer backing him up, we should be able to easily take this guy on. What's the matter? Upset that we took out your girl? as for the Azure Rathalos, basically, he is like a Rathalos, except, well, a little more ground-based. Nice! Personally, I've always liked the color scheme of the Azure Rathalos. Yeah, the Azure Rathalos was actually the monster that made me like Cha-Cha. Because just Cha-Cha knocking an Azure Rathalos out of the sky. Okay, that was my fault. Okay, but we got some pretty good damage on that Rathalos. I can replace it. Come on! Come on, I was just trying to hit that thing. I was trying that Mealinx. Of course, the Rathalos has to go into a Mealinx den. Okay, let's get over there. Yeah, not so tough when you don't have backup, eh? But hey, if I had to go down, get a cart, that was probably the best way to do it. You know, basically just you're in this impossible situation. You're trying your best to escape, but then lo and behold, the poison takes you while you're frozen in place. So I am loving this sword. Okay, artillery and maestro. And I think that actually may be the final one before we can hunt the Ivory Lagiacrus. Sure enough.
Shakalaka whoosh! No mask can you swoop down Cha-Cha like Sunny Scumber Maverick Wyvern! Cha-Cha branding master shoot bars of fire! Certain to be hottest shock accessory of the season! Cha-Cha commit much arson! Houses burn down, children scream, women vent, men cry at Cha-Cha! Give Cha-Cha all their money, all their respect! All build big statue of Cha-Cha in town square! Cha-Cha may spare the children, so children can tell children about Cha-Cha's greatness! Who cares about Shaka stupid unfortunate mask? That Kayamba's accessory! That Cha-Cha's trash! That's Cha-Cha's trash, Kayamba's treasure! It bring a current Kayamba's aisles, Opa! With no mask that Cha-Cha make, hunting monsters like Ivory Lagiacrus, total Cha-Cha alaka! Cha-Cha plans a village shift, Cha-Cha Jr. Written whip, tears of joy that be!
Yamba! Mask of just big reaction. Bigger than with stupid Zinoga. Now that Kayamba think about it, pretty gilways and Ivory Lagi something be coming here. Lagiacrus, Latitunis, whatever. Kayamba not care about them. Kayamba just care about source of electric power. Kayamba got good feeling about this. With new matter energy, Kayamba can change mask back the way it used to be. Kayamba see strong, zappy light at the end of tunnel. Old me mask journey is almost over. Hurry, minion! Kita, Ivory Lagiacrus, Kita! Monster, come! And giant of Far East, all too aware of its terrible power. Now you playing with chakra. But that not to stop you. I can see Mashaji in your eyes. Mashaji means look. You go hunt this monster. Test limits of hunter skills. Yes, very well. Know that giant of Far East cheering you on from safe location. Kumba. Go forth. Sea breeze beckons. So hunter. Okay. Hey hunter, according to the village scuttlebug, an Ivory Lagiacrus has reared its ugly rear end. Did you know my dad was a legendary hunter? Of course you do. If Pops ever talked about his glory days, he would hardly say a word. But even in his prime, my old man was no match for one monster in particular. Yep, the Ivory Lagiacrus. This'll be a doozy of a battle, but I'm sure you'll come through. Or my name is in June. Well, you know my name. Oh, and there was one more thing. I've got plans for a new kind of mask from your Peep Spip Squeak pal. This one sounds pretty interesting, actually. I'll make it if you can give me the materials. Check the village requests.
Okay, so basically getting some Rathalos materials and fire cell stones. I think a Rathalos plate is by breaking the stomach, I believe. That or it's just a rare drop. So I can look into it. At least we have the Fire Steel Stones.
So, the Ivory Lagiacrus is finally resurfaced. Feel the electricity in the air, kid? That tingle on the back of your neck? Yep, just like old times. The monster can handle itself underwater and on land. It unleashes ferocious thunder attacks. Even all its normal attacks are nothing to sneeze at. You can't be too careful. I got a level with you, kid. This is gonna be one tough nut. But it's not like you're new to monster hunting business. I think you might even stand a chance against this thing. Make me proud, kid. For what it's worth, I'll be rooting for you.
Though, funnily enough, here they are, they're pumping up the Ivory Lagiacrus as if it's this unstoppable force. Meanwhile, this thing is just modern-day Lagiacrus. Seriously, in the Generations game, this is what the Lagiacrus would become since they took out underwater combat.
It's here, it's here! The monster that chomped the captain's friend, the chief's nemesis, his rival! Even more so than the future Alpha! And now your little buddy, Kooky Mask, is reacting more fiercely than ever. This might be the monster that we've been waiting for. Voila! The request to hunt the Big Mama Jama has arrived. It's the ruler of two realms itself, the Ivory Lagiacrus. What does Mr. Ivory Lagiacrus have in store for you? Inquiring monsters want to know. Let's peek at my in-depth guidebook. Oh, all the pages is TBD. Makes sense. I guess if my guidebook had any info on that beast, it would hardly be legendary. The chief says it's a master of not only the sea, but the land as well. Yowza! I'm all for stuff, servitor, but but not in this case. No two ways about it. This hunt is gonna be brutal. You have to decide if you're up against the challenge. Just remember that the whole village is rooting for you. Me, the chief, everybody. We know you got this beast best. Can I talk? Oh, and don't forget the kiddos, okay? They have a lot right on your success. That future alpha male, he's betting against you. He says that you can't handle it. He says that you're crap. Are you ready? Cause the greatest hunt in history begins right now.
Okay, so anyways, first things first. You know the drill. Put the materials back. Get our potions restocked. Check out armor, and then we're out. Okay. Okay, anyways, where is it? Okay, there we go. Health, expert, hearing, and expert hearing and sharpness. So basically, this can be a very nice build, all in all. Plus, it's the armor on the front of the box of the game, so you know it has to have some merit. But basically, when it comes to the Ivory Lagiacrus, all you have to remember is that it's basically a standard Lagiacrus that isn't impeded by the land. In fact, in some ways, it's actually better than your standard Lagiacrus, because you're not really going to have to fight it in the water. Okay. Almost forgot to restock. And almost forgot to select the quest. Just when I thought it was safe to go back in the water, the Ivory Lagiacrus prowls these seas again. Lucky for that beast, I'm retired. I trust you handle things from here, kid. Don't let us down. Frankly, as if you being in action still would be unlucky for the Ivory Lagiacrus, considering that kicked your ass every time. Well, looks like it's time for you to face the Ivory Lagiacrus. That's a subspecies of Lagiacrus, you know. No, I thought it was an off-brand Apanoth.
won't lie to you. This hunt's a doozy. The monster will charge you, bury you in wyvern breath, bathe you in wyvern breath, and zap you with electricity. Just do what I do in this situation. Give it all you got and don't screw up. I got faith in you, kid. Go make me proud. Okay, so anyways, in regards to the Ivory Lagiacrus, it actually won't start out in the water. Instead, it's going to start out in Area 7. But for the most part, just fight like you would a normal Lagiacrus. Zap him. Thank you. Thank you, Cha-Cha. Though it's kind of weird that they call it wyvern breath, considering that the Lagiacrus is not a wyvern. It's actually a leviathan. A Cha-Cha? Kayamba? Someone? Ugh. I'm racing it. A guy can try. Okay, might as well just fully heal while we're here. And look at Kayamba just sleeping on the job.
thinking you're a big shot with your unfortunate mask. Meanwhile, Cha-Cha is humble. Okay, that was my fault. Just running into it like a bug zapper. Why do the Jaggies just have this aggression? They see this apex predator and they're like, oh, I'm gonna charge. Okay, nice. Got a level 2 hit on it. Okay, this out. Okay, that hurt. That hurt. Look at that jump! The original insect glaive leap. Okay, crap, gotta get out. Okay. Thought I could stun it. I thought I could make it flinch. Okay, nice. Ha 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 ha. I'll take that. Okay, so anyways, at this point the Lagiacrus is going to start... Yeah, the Lagiacrus is going to probably start heading towards the water. Cha-Cha! Did Cha-Cha take the blow or was that Kayamba? Kayamba! But just look at that! Just Kayamba took the blow! Kayamba was a human Kayamba protect! Oh, darn it, thought that would hit. Kayamba, be alive! I have mask! I can fight! Yeah, but as you can see, that can be a fun fight. The Lagiacrus isn't really going to the water, though. The Ivory Lagiacrus can go in the water. It will actually jump in the water and then head over to Area 11. But you really won't be seeing it doing that. So if anything, it's actually an easier Lagiacrus if you think about it, because the difficult part about dealing with the Lagiacrus is that you're also in the water with it. And when you're in the water, your mobility is relatively limited. See, it's kind of funny how, if you think about it, in the grand scheme of things, underwater combat is not that big a presence in this game, despite it being the main gimmick.
Actually wears shiny gold mask now. It's same Cha-Cha. It's same amazing mask, ultimate mask Cha-Cha discovering cave on way to village. Such sparkle, such blush fit. Cha-Cha never forget Maskalaka that got away. After mask we retrieved from Rathalos turned out to be unfortunate mask, Cha-Cha think me never see shiny golden Maskalaka. But now, that mask Kayamba wearing, it was ultimate mask all along. Oompa ooga shaka irony.
did seem, you have to admit though, that Cha-Cha and Kayemba really did hold their own. Considering that they were... And that's when we met Cha-Cha. Okay, so technically this is the end of the story mode. Where basically, in terms of just the overall village progression, this is where things come to an end. However, this isn't where the playthrough comes to an end. On the contrary, we still got plenty of hunting to do. Heck, we still have a couple of quests left in village. For one thing, we have that Gen Moran that we have to hunt. Though there are a couple of other hunts that that we're going to be doing. But yeah, but village mode I would say is pretty solid in this game. Just a lot more simplistic compared to what we've seen in later generations, where basically later generations you have it where, oh, high rank, you gotta deal with you have to deal with all these monsters coming in. I cannot think to myself. Yeah, you gotta basically deal with elder dragons teaming up with each other. You have to deal with... Yeah, you gotta deal with a plague. It's just you and the monster. Yeah, I cannot... This is what happens when I'm recording at near 11 o'clock at night. For a second there, I almost got spooked. Yeah, I have to say, I like that font. I like that coloration on the font. Yeah, our boy the Baroth! And Lagiacrus too. Skip straight to Black Diablos. It's like, let's just skip the others, and then the rest. I can't but think that Pink Rathian looks kind of like a Yian Garuga. I'm not skipping out on the credits. And now they're just spoiling the port. They're spoiling Tanzia. Poor Tanzia is getting spoiled for us one picture at a time. It's like, you had to go to Portanzia at least once. No one does the village entirely and then does Portanzia. You do Portanzia and the village side by side. Come on, you gotta have Baroth armor. Yeah, Bosch. Yeah, the G rank Baroth armor. They're like, no, the high rank and low rank not worth seeing. You gotta see that G rank Baroth armor. Yeah, of course you gotta have that Sadeas armor. And heck, at this point, they're even spoiling monsters we haven't seen yet. Like, you want to see a Goldbeard Sadeas? Mind you, you just, at this point, you have just beaten Village High Rank. Yes, this is basically the game developers. They expected you to go and fight the Goldbeard Sadeas. They expected you to be in G rank by now. We're not done playing yet. We still have G rank to do. And finishing at high rank. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
Bah, yamba, 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 yamba. Look, minion, look! Other Mask is back and better than ever. This mean Kayamba finally reached adulthood. Cha-cha still boy, but Kayamba man. Yamba, of course, Yamba recognized minions' efforts in endeavor. Now that Other Mask finally back in rightful place, Kayamba ready to retire to life of luxury. Your minion work is done, minion, but Kayamba happy to offer privilege of continuing to serve if you like. Most important thing is that Kayamba retrieved Mask and Shivo adulthood before Cha-Cha. This time is truly happy ending. Kayamba knows Cha-Cha eyeing Ultimate Mask like precious artifact. Kayamba decides okay to lend Cha-Cha Mask every now and then. Kayamba just nice that way. Generosity to follow, really. Kayamba's heart 10 times bigger than Genmaron head. Really impressive when you think about it.
So anyways, in regards to the Ultimate Mask, basically, this mask essentially makes it where you're at. Makes it where the Shakalaka is nigh invincible. So basically, it's a very good mask if you're looking for defense. Okay. 182, 152. Okay, change mask. Yeah, we'll put the ultimate mask on. Now, the reason why... Now, if you're probably wondering why at the beginning of the episode I had the lamp mask on Cha-Cha. Well, as stated before, that was for attack boosting and basically see if I could raise some mastery up on that off camera. And plus the ability slots. Okay, so let's select on our ultimate mask. Let us put... Slime, or slime.
Aha! The mighty hero returns in one piece! You really are something else, Hunter. You did the one thing my old man could never do, hunted down Ivory Lagiacrus. If you could have seen the look on Pops' face, it was like he was a kid again! A kid who just saw his mortal enemy slayed! When he looks at you, I think he sees his strapping young self staring back. Or the son that he wishes that he had. I know this place doesn't have much else to offer the likes of you, but stay as long as you like. Our village is your village. There you are, Hunter. Good timing. There's something I have to tell you. I saw an Ivory Lagiacrus while I was patrolling the Mogul Woods last night. It's probably calling the place home. I know you hunted one of these before, but this is an Ivory Lagiacrus we're talking about. Stay sharp, okay? Please stay safe and check the forecast.
So basically, the Ivory Lagiacrus is unique in that it is one of 2 monsters that will drop the max level commodity of a star level 7.
Wow, you're like awesome! My little brother says so! Not that he would know anything about being awesome, but everyone else is saying it too. They got it wrong though. You're not just awesome, you're totally awesome, duh! Kid, I can't even call you kid now. Heard you took down Ivory Lagiacrus. Me and the village chief go quite a ways back, and he was quite hunter in his own way. But even he never managed to tickle the ivory. That's what we called it. Kid, you just tickled your way into Mocha history. I'm honored just to have rubbed my hammer against your mighty weapon. Anywho, just drop by with the materials when you need my service. I'm ready to upgrade a legend.
Okay, for this one, we have Blight Resistance, Attack, and Destroyer. So, a pretty solid set all in all. Plus, it looks pretty decent too.
Belly Bell Bell! You actually drove off an Ivory Lagiacrus. I can't believe it. Okay, I do believe it, but still, I guess there's something you can do if you try hard enough. I'm sure you sure taught me a valuable lesson, Pally. If you thought I was devoted to flesh fishing before, wait till you see me now. Whoa, incredible. You actually managed to whoop the Ivory Lagiacrus. You're unstoppable. It's such an honor to consider you a rival. I never at the shrine when you need one. Anyways, the hunting fleet cannot ignore such a great achievement. We 3 have talked it over and come to a decision. We've dedicated to vote for you in the next election for village chief. With your rivals backing, you're sure to win. We'll usurp the government. Huh? What do you mean you're not gonna run? Think about the fame, the power, the kickbacks from the hunting fleet. Ahoy there, village here. In your honor, I've composed my finest shanty. I call it the masterpiece, the Lagiacrus Superstar. Every time they come at you, you carve them into bits. Stick them in your item pouch and see if they fit. Moga's safe, but not its monsters. They're in your sights. When Zidane shook the isle, you turned them into tights. Ivory Lagia, you got filleted by the hunter. Yeah, Laggy's Superstar. Will you be armor or just a sword or just items in a drawer? I've outdone myself, of course. So have you. Yes, never stop being the best, hunter matey. Holy mackerel, mother cop! It is true that you whacked the Ivory Lagiacrus. My boys have never seen one of them, and now I bet you're walking around with its eyeballs or worse. You sure you aren't looking for a career change? Take up the machine and put the fleet back in our fleet? I mean, how many hours can one person hunt monsters before they get bored? Don't answer that.
For me, it's around 400.
Alright, so what can we do today?
And the only reason why it's 400 is that I complete my goals by then.
You're really something, Hunter. I can't believe you're actually under that Ivory Lagiacrus. I heard the chief mumbling to himself about it. Something about the Ivory Lagiacrus being a legendary beast. And you bagged it. You hunted the legendary beast. I guess that makes you a legendary hunter. You know what? Maybe I'll take a pint too. Well, as soon as I grow some muscles.
I
I hear you hunted down Ivory Lagiacrus, the Ivory Lagiacrus, the chief's red rival. Now the beast's all washed up. Hey, get it? That must be why the chief is in such a good mood. Heck, everyone is. Of course, it could just be my witty wordplay. Hey, don't spoil my pun.
Hi, how may I help you? You don't know how happy it makes me to say those 6 words to you again. After all, even the chief couldn't handle an Ivory Lagiacrus. I was terrified you'd come back all beat up and ready to retire. You'd need items that I would sell at twice the price. The markup would be insane. It would be worse than it would be more painful than the monster. Just like the chief did. But here you are, and just in time, I was starting to get the shakes.
Okay, let's buy some items.
Hello, Hunter. Yuka Kita. Yoku Kita. 4 Yokus. You say you hunt great and terrible Ivory Lagiacrus. Giant Afaris truly impressed Captain Geary. I make many voyages, meet many hunters, but dare Hitori. Not one compares, how you say. A winner is you. Go forth. The sea breeze beckons. Wow, excellent, magnificent. While you were out there vanquishing the beast, I felt like I was right there alongside you. It sure was nice to feel the thrill of the hunt again. Maybe it's high time I came out of retirement. Or maybe not. First you saved the village from the Sedaeus, and now you hunt down the Ivory Lagiacrus, my nemesis. You're more than just the hero of the Mogan now. Look, I'm not exactly good at expressing my emotions, so I'll come right out and say it. I'd like to adopt you, kid. Screw my biological son. You're my son now. Oh, I'm just kidding. I mean, Junior could use a little sibling rivalry and such. Anyways, just keep on hunting for us, will you?
Darn it! Okay. Okay, put with a hot drink.
Meow, 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 meow. You made back, boss. You're alive. Pardon my surprise. I heard you went after a particularly nasty monster. I'm so delayed you survived. To be honest, I always bite my claws when you head out on hunt, yeah. So please, promise me you will always come back to this room in one piece. The news has reached my ears. You blessed the Ivory Lagiacrus, magnifique, très bien, vive le hunter. The food, she tastes better when your meal is light. Your mood is light, oui. The whole village is perfectly thrilled with you. Even the chief and the captain, my delicacy shall be divine tonight. The good hunter is like a sous chef, and you are the sous chefs to best all sous chefs. Well done, ya. Woohoo! Ay!
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Also, yeah! Ooh!
I am sorry. I am not gonna do that. I am not gonna kill my throat with that.
You actually whooped the legendary Ivory Lagiacrus. I bet my boss at the guild killed her from shock when they heard. I'm gonna brag about this for years. So what if I didn't hunt it myself? So what if I only gave you the quest? So what if I was filing out life insurance in your name and taking out a huge premium? I was a part of the team that hunted a vile cog, me. I've never seen the chief so overcome with joy. He looks like a kid again. You can almost imagine what he looked like back in his hunting days. Maybe some muscles here, more hair there. You gotta squint. And get this, the thunder power restored the ultimate mask. Don't ask me how. It's just another shakalaka mystery. So we're left with a rejuvenated chief and 2 satisfied Chakalaka squirts. I call this one a pretty good day.
So anyways, as you can see, we have an urgent quest. And guess what monster we're hunting? That's right, Big Bad Deviljho himself. Okay. We're definitely going to go for Feline Slider. Okay, so anyways. Let's go. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little nervous with this hunt. Because the Deviljho can be... Well, you've seen how the Deviljho can be. By long last, we can finally hunt this thing down. I think the Deviljho is going to start out in Area 8. Though it could also start out in Area 6. And in fact, I think that the Deviljho actually gets a cutscene of its own. Or, no, okay, I think the Deviljho actually starts outside of the area. I mean, really, giving the Deviljho 2 cutscenes would just be plain overkill. I mean, you've seen how the Deviljho is. Like, the Deviljho needs more hype. Considering that this thing is the Broly of monsters. Where are you? Oh, yeah, of course I take the long route. Oh, there you are. Yeah, the thing with the Deviljho is this, is that it's rudimentary with its attacks, but it's just so aggressive and just so awkwardly shaped that you can never really get a grip on it. Nice! Yeah, though, another good perk about this armor, just being able to resist the Deviljho's Quake attack. Okay, at least we're blocking. So anyways, when you're fighting the Deviljho, don't be afraid to take advantage of its hunger. Because basically, once it fatigues, put down some tainted meat or the like, and it will actually eat it. No hesitation. So that's a pretty reliable way to inflict a status condition on it. Okay, there we go. Come on, eat the meat. Eat the meat! Eat your meat! Anyways, when it comes to the Deviljho's tail, it's actually the source of a very common Monster Hunter myth, where the myth of the Deviljho eating its own tail, which has been proven to be false. But that would be interesting, though, just seeing a Deviljho eating its own tail. Seal robbing you of carbs. Yeah! I regret nothing! So as you can probably guess, chopping off the Deviljho's tail can be a very big asset for you. Because a lot of the Deviljho's firepower comes from its tail. Just that awkward body shape of its. No, 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 no! Okay, I fainted. Hey, but we chopped the tail off. We did some very good damage. I'm not complaining. Okay. I'll get rid of these. But as you can probably guess, dung bombs, very nice to bring. Okay, either the Deviljho went to Area 5, went to Area 6, or went to Area 8. My guess is that it went to Area 8, But I'm going to go to Area 5 because, for one thing, it's easier just to get to Area 8 through Area 5. And, okay. Nice! Hey, at least they didn't get hit. Oh, no, you don't. How we get in here before you? Okay, maybe I'll get one more paralysis out of it if I can get it into hunger mode again. Okay, anyways, I'm so used to Gen 5 Deviljho, Monster Hunter World Deviljho, where basically that dragon breath covers half the arena. Okay, nice. Well, got on the ropes. Oh, come on! We are fighting a literal apex predator! What do you have to gain? What do you want to prove? That you can die? Okay, none of you mess with that Deviljho. Got it? Yeah, Deviljho doesn't even have a nest. He just sleeps right in the middle of the ground because he knows that no one can stop him. Okay. Crap, where? Okay, there you are. There you are. No, 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 no! We are so close to winning this quest. And I did not eat the ration. Okay, with any luck, the Deviljho will just go right back to sleep, allowing us to just get the killing blow. Wait, why was Cha-Cha in this area? Come on, so... As you can probably guess, that flaming rock will cause fire blight. Yes! I'll be honest, I was getting a little nervous there. We killed the pickle. Okay, Deviljho scale. Deviljho scale. Deviljho talon. Deviljho talon. Okay, Deviljho Fang, Accommodation, Scale, Saliva. Okay, not the best charm.
Yo, Hunter, I got some news about something stalking the Moga Woods at night. I caught a glimpse of a Deviljho during one of my usual night patrols. Stay sharp, you'll probably run into one too.
And with that, we have completed the entirety of the Moga forecast. Deviljhos, like Ivory Lagiacrus, will give you a max level commodity. Okay, we'll keep that. Huh. Can't believe I went through that quest without using a single Mega Potion. So anyways, in terms of the Deviljho's armor, you would think that this is going to be insanely overpowered considering just how the Deviljho is hyped up. Okay, Vengus Mail. Yeah, for one thing, you need a Zinogre Jasper, basically. You need, basically, the high-ranked Zinogre's rarest drop. And while Deviljho armor looks pretty cool, it is not the best defensively. I mean, look at those weaknesses. Thunder and Dragon just taking that big hit. But it gives you attack, sharpness, and eating. So basically, it is a solid set, but not something that you're going to be killing over. Now, when it comes to Deviljho, where it really shines, weapons. Berserker Sword. As you can see, the Berserker Sword has about 100 extra damage compared to compared to our current weapon. Same amount, pretty much the same amount of blue sharpness, though not as much green. And plus it does have slime. Okay, so basically, this sword is going to be my main objective. Just getting this sword off camera. And as for the sword itself, though, it doesn't exactly look the best. I mean, it looks like well, you can kind of see the shape. So anyways, if you go into urgent quests, thought we'd be getting it. Oh, I guess we have to defeat the Gen Moran before it's unlocked. But anyways, on that note, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're getting my outro mixed up again. Anyways, I really appreciate that you came by to watch the stream. It was great having you. I hope to see you next time. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. Well, I'll see you next time. Bye.